Alright, we're back again, folks. Hey, folks, this is Storm331, back to doing some more guides. We're going to cover our final guide for the last playable character of the game, which is Lord J. Now, Lord J kind of looks like a karate fighter, but he's actually probably a judoka. And that's because a good chunk of his damage is going to come from throws. Now, ironically enough, Lord J does become a boss in Russia Beat Shura. Of course, they changed his name in that game to one I can't pronounce. But he's fightable depending on which routes you pretty much select in that game. So basically, this is Lord J. Now, one good thing about him is that his dash attack also sets up enemies pretty nicely without him launching himself over. But you would think he looks like a complete package, but on the other hand, he's got a lot of issues. Like right here, let's go over his chain attack real quick. He has to be very close to really strike enemies. Like, I was like right there near the enemy when he was getting up, and he did not want to get hit there. Now, sometimes Lord J would turn around when he does some of those tricks. So, as you can see right there, his hitbox requires him to be very close to enemies, unfortunately. So his chain attack's not very reliable. So his stationary and forward attacks are this pretty awesome looking kick. This kick does do pretty good damage, but sometimes that causes Lord J to turn around, though. Like I was facing the other way, and sometimes he'll turn around instead. You have to be very careful. So anyway, we're going to cover Lord J's dash attack first. So basically we can also use this to set up OTG attacks as well as attacking enemies. He does launch himself a little bit more further than Slash does, since he's not using his feet, but uses his hands. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but then again, your whole point is basically just knock down the enemy repeatedly with this move. So anyway, we'll cover up Lord J's throws. This is his hyper throw. It's basically a monkey flip, but it launches them very far. This is his forward throw, where he slams the opponent to the ground. This is his back throw, where he'll throw them down. And this is a low kick, where he basically low blows the target. Now if I can just set up the... I do need an enemy to work with me, though. I do want to show Lord J's OTG. I'm just not getting it. Because it's pretty cool to look at, too. Yeah, you can't be above the target, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately the enemies are not very cooperating with me today. I do want to show the OTG that he does, though. So, basically, if you get him in the right position, he'll pick up the opponent, but it doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, which is very unfortunate. It is a very cool-looking throw. Like, he can literally pick up the enemy and throw them. But like I said before, Lord J's damage output is mostly throws. That is one thing you want to keep in mind when you're using Lord J if you're planning to run the character. It's just very hard to really use the character since he's got several problems that kind of really make him not as reliable as Slash is. And basically his special's not bad. It does protect him from basically both sides of him. Lord J does have a very annoying clone fight, though. But yeah, that's basically Lord J in a nutshell, pretty much, in terms of moves. So, basically when you're using Lord J, you want to basically whip out the throws. Throws are going to be his basic damage dealing tool. Unfortunately, his OTG is not nearly as reliable as most of the other characters. I mean, Slash has a jumping sit-down attack, but even that's a little bit more serviceable than Lord J's throw, which doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. But anyway, I hope these guides do help you out in knowing what you'd be expecting with the characters. I will put out a guide for how to perform hyper throws in the near future. I might do that another time. And I'll probably do some guides for each of the stages so you can basically know what you should be expecting to get through them.